Joker here with the cigarette. What a legendary costume right here. Overall thoughts on the film?
The audacity.
The audacity.
I like the first one more just because it had more of an impact story-wise.
Is this better than the first one?
It's
No. Who do you think played the best Joker of all time?
Joaquin Phoenix, hands down.
Joaquin, okay.
Yeah, again, people are going to hate that too, probably. But, I mean, talk about someone that completely took on his role 100%.
Hey, how's it going, you guys? We're at the fan premiere of Joker 2, Folie, Deux, the sequel to the 2019 Best Picture nominated film in The Joker, with Joaquin Phoenix earning himself an Oscar for Best Actor that year. Truly great performance with just a great film overall. And they're going to do a different look for the sequel, which is going to have a lot more musical numbers and musical tones to the film, with Lady Gaga coming in as Harley Quinn. This released earlier this year at the Venice Film Festival. This is estimated to be a $200 million budget, a huge scale overall, with some of the actors coming back to portray their characters on this film. But super excited. This is one of my most anticipated films of the year. And so yeah, let's just go see what people think of the film. All right, guys, Joker 2, just out of the theater. Overall thoughts on the film?
the audacity.
The audacity.
A little speechless right now.
I thought it was great. I went in there a little doubtful because of the fact that it was going to be a musical. It was great. And Lady Gaga is definitely a highlight. I wasn't expecting her to be as good as she was.
This one, I like that they make a musical. I think that Joker and Harley, it makes sense that it should be a musical.
Okay,
That's
fair.
just their whole vibe.
Yeah.
So I enjoyed it a lot more, but I think the first one stuck with me more.
Pretty surprised about the whole story. It was definitely not like the first one whatsoever. So
I think it was a good movie, way different than the other one. This is more like a musical kind of thing.
Right.
Makes it more interesting and more fun.
Very dramatic, emotional, way different than the first in some ways, but maintained the integrity of Joker.
It was a worthy successor as well to the original. I could see it maybe turning off some people just because of certain creative choices, but otherwise, yeah, it was a pretty good sequel.
What were the best and worst parts of the film without getting into spoilers?
I think the kind of the visual direction was really great. It was, despite all the craziness, it was really appealing film to look at.
still some good Joker scenes that kept you on your feet.
Yeah.
I feel like the beginning started a little bit slow, but it definitely picked up as as the movie kept on going. So
I think the whole court, sessions and all that were really interesting, and it really made it, so much better, I think.
That's what a lot of people are saying right now. The court scenes were the best part.
Well, the cinematography is amazing. The cinematography is beautiful.
Like the first one was.
Yeah, it's just gorgeous. I think the problem that, just personally for me, was just the pacing, because I feel like since it was a musical, it does take up a big chunk of the movie. It kind of takes a toll on the storytelling a little bit because of the way that they have to kind of switch back and forth.
Right.
And they do it seamlessly, but if you're looking for a faster paced film, kind of like the first one, this one's definitely more of a slow burn.
I think the acting was good, just like the first one.
Absolutely, yeah.
You could see the emotion he's facing and the hard time he's having and the things he's struggling with in this movie.
I enjoy movies. I know that a lot of people critique it and some people are going to hate it, but I just enjoy it for what it is and the experience. So for me and his character, it's beautiful. So
What would you rate Joker 2 out of 10?
I'd say an 8.5-ish.
I think a solid 7. It's still better than most films out there.
I was gonna go 7-2.
Yeah, I would give it a high 8.
like an 8.
Solid 8, I'd say.
I agree with an 8.
oh my gosh, it is
processing.
so hard to give a number right now. 9.5.
9.5. Oh my gosh, almost a perfect score.
Still processing. I would give it a 9.
Is Joker Folie Deux better than the first one?
I think it might be it fell a little bit short from that first one.
Definitely Joker 1 was better than Joker 2, but this one was really good too.
Is this better than the first one?
It's no, there's good parts to it, but I don't think it beats the first one.
No, not better than the first one.
Not better than the first.
No, the first is definitely better.
No, but no disrespect.
No disrespect.
I think the first one was better.
For me personally, no. I do think that they did a lot. They took a lot more risks with this one, and they switched up the formula a lot.
I wouldn't say so. I like the first one more just because it had more of an impact story-wise and it had commentary on classism more so. And I kind of like that.
Yeah.
This one was also expanding on those themes, which is good, but I didn't see it add anything more that much. So it's still good in the same way the first one was, but I wouldn't say it's better.
That's really hard to compare the two. I don't want to say too much. It's sort of apples and oranges. I tend to lean into the original first one just because it is of what it is.
Foundation of what
Yes,
it's-
yes. And it had to be that damn good to have a second one. So to me, I lean more into that one. Yes.
I don't think it's that simple. To me, it just feels more like it's more of a companion piece rather than the sequel. Yeah, it's just the continuation of an established story.
Who do you think played the best Joker of all time? You have Heath Ledger, you have Joaquin now.
Heath Ledger. Heath Ledger. Yeah.
Dark Knight, baby.
I agree with Heath Ledger.
Is animated included?
Animated included.
Mark Hamill. Yeah.
Mark Hamill, the GOAT. Okay,
Go-
right on.
yeah.
Mark Hamill.
Heath Ledger.
Heath Ledger, the GOAT.
This is gonna be controversial, but I'm gonna have to go with Mark Hamill, man. Yeah.
Not controversial at all.
Oh, why'd you put me on the spot on that one?
You got Mark Hamill, you got Heath Ledger. You got so many legends. Jack Nicholson.
It's a bias. Don't shoot me. Mark Hamill.
Hamill.
It's
I'm not gonna shoot you for
it's
that.
a childhood bias. I'm sorry.
Joaquin Phoenix, hands down.
Joaquin, okay.
Yeah, again, people are going to hate that too, probably. But, I mean, talk about someone that completely took on his role 100%.
Winning an Oscar too.
And as a human being, he's amazing.
So those are the premiere reactions for Joker 2. I mean, really solid scores across the board. I mean, not a lot of people saying that it's better than the first one, which I didn't anticipate. I really found it interesting that people thought of this film as another artistic piece of work, just like 2019 was in terms of just quality. So really appreciate that. I'm expecting this to be a really good film on my boat since I enjoyed the 2019 Joker. So really excited still for this film. So yeah, this is going to be releasing later this week. Let me know what you think once you watch this film. It's going to be one of the biggest films of the year. I love the cosplays people add. I love people just coming out and talking for us. But yeah, guys, appreciate your time. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Cheers, guys. Have a good one.